I'd like to introduce to you now, all in one go, our first 4 champions of the 2013 Brave Ideas program. You can actually read all about them on the program, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through their bios, but we have James Morrison, the jazz legend, Endeavour Learning Group CEO Carolyn Barker, CSIRO Futures Leader Stefan Hajkovic, and KPMG's Executive Search and Recruitment National Practice Leader Liz Crawford. Could you please give them your full attention, because in just 5 minutes each, they'll be challenging you with their brave ideas, like the Lord Mayor has done, and we're going to ask you afterwards for your feedback. Please make welcome James Morrison.
Thank you very much. I can quickly answer that question for you, Mr. Mayor. We of course, the icon for Brisbane is a trumpet. And we'll be known for trumpeting. Let's got that one out of the way. It is a great joy to be here today to talk to you as the Artistic Director of the Queensland Music Festival, a position I took up last year, and having an absolute ball doing it. And it's inspirational. And really that's the crux of what I want to talk about, the brave idea for Brisbane. Music, first I want to say something about music. Music is inspirational. Music is the most human of communications. We can use words, and I'm doing it right now, but you have to hear the words and then translate them, and you get a feeling about the words. The words themselves aren't a feeling. Music speaks directly to you. You don't have to understand the words first. The sounds themselves, the emotion of the music speaks straight to you. It's also one of the oldest professions in the world. Although I probably shouldn't have mentioned that because the other two are a bit unsavoury. It brings people... No, politics isn't one of them. Let's leave that one alone and move on. I think at this point, this is where I put my glasses on and make sure I stick to the script. I don't actually need glasses, and these aren't notes, this is just biogs, but it makes me look more sort of, educated. As a jazz musician, that's an important thing. But music is not just for the so-called musical, and that's a mistake we sometimes make. And I'd like to transfer that into lots of things. But using music as an example, we say, oh, music, yes, we all have a bit of a listen to it, but really getting into music, that's for the musical people. That's complete nonsense. That's like saying that sport is for elite athletes. Of course, they're at the pinnacle of it, and I could tell you some of my personal experience there. But that's not a cue to laugh. But seriously, we don't even entertain the idea that sport is only for elite athletes. Sport's for everyone. We all should get out, kick a ball, run around, go for a swim, do something, and then applaud our elite athletes. Music's the same. It's a human experience that everyone should have on some level and be involved. And I'm all about participation and listening to the Lord Mayor speak about some fantastic ideas that I thought, if we had some idea, perhaps it's this thing about friendship, it's one thing to know about it, to hear about it, to be aware of it. It's another thing to experience it. Then it becomes something we own. So I'm about participation, and in running the Queensland Music Festival and our fantastic Brisbane events we have planned, participation is a big part of it. So we have an event for the opening of the festival that is a massive participation event where I want everyone to be involved and feel like it's their festival, and this city has just become musical. And to do that, we're going to have an event that, I was going to say that puts Brisbane on the world stage, but I'm going to put it another way. It makes Brisbane the stage in the theatre of the world. We're going to have the world's biggest orchestra. Now, it's been tried before, actually in Brisbane, about 20 years ago. I say tried, it didn't work, of course, and that makes it even more brave, doesn't it? We're going to have another, but this time we will be successful in staging the world's biggest orchestra. We're talking about 10,000 musicians and probably up to twice that many people participating as spectators. I'm not at liberty, I'm told, at this stage to tell you where this will take place, but I will tell you this. What we're going to do is start with breaking another record, and these are all official records we'll break. The world's largest trumpet ensemble happens first. I don't know why I thought of that instrument, but it seems appropriate, seeing that it's now our city's icon. We're going to get together in King George Square with a couple of thousand trumpeters and blast away, and that should get everyone's attention, which is what I want to do, and say there's something going on. The festival has begun. Brisbane is a city of music. Brisbane is a city of excellence. And we will play there, break that record, and then march off to this iconic venue where we will stage the world's biggest orchestra that I can't tell you about, in a sort of a west by northwest direction from there to somewhere large. Where you can put, I don't know, say 35,000 people. And somewhere known for launching legends. That's enough about that. I haven't broken the rules, have I? Just checking with my development manager. Great, okay. And we'll go there and stage the world's biggest orchestra. Now, what this means, well, that's lovely, that's a great idea. It's more than that. We're going to, of course, have the Queensland Symphony there and other professional orchestras, professional musicians, school orchestras, bands. We're going to have individual musicians. But I don't just want everyone who identifies themselves already as a musician, preaching to the converted. What I want is all those people who've got instruments under the bed that haven't played them since school. All those people who always wanted to play. You've got 6 months. The pieces are we have easy parts as well as hard parts. I want everyone to look at this as an opportunity to actually participate and be in the world's biggest orchestra that happened in Brisbane. Brisbane made this happen. And I think I know my esteemed colleagues have some wonderful ideas they're going to talk to you about, and of course things like the Lord Mayor has spoken about. Our programs are ongoing things, which are absolutely what we need. But sometimes what we also need, because I'm talking about a single event, this happens and that's it. The event has happened. But what does it unlock? Sometimes big events, big moments, experiences we have, unlock inspiration. They unlock the door to inspiration. Because I actually got the old saxophone out from under the bed and played in the world's biggest orchestra, and of course your resume now says, I'm in a band with James Morrison. Playing with the Queensland Symphony Orchestra. Your colleagues at work will be saying, I didn't realise you were that musical. Oh, no. Don't like to, boast about it or blow my own trumpet. But think about it, just doing that can unlock doors for inspiration. Maybe we can do all those things we're dreaming about, but it was a bit hard, it was a bit daunting. And that kind of thing, and I'm privileged and blessed that my history as a musician is littered, literally littered, with people who come to me and say, I went to this concert, or this thing happened, or I got to play with you in my school band, that was the day I decided. And they're not even musicians now. They've become someone successful in other fields. That was the day I decided, I can do this. Or I can be whatever I want to be because of the way you played and spoke and the experience I had that day. Well, this experience is open to everyone. It's the world's biggest orchestra, and it's happening in Brisbane, and I'll go so far as to say it's the only place it can happen, because it's the place where we have that feeling. We can invite everyone in, and it's not daunting. And get those instruments out from under the bed. If you haven't got one yet, contact Queensland Music Festival and we'll get you an instrument. Perhaps someone said they're a good triangle player, and I'd like to invite the Lord Mayor to join the world's biggest orchestra too. No pressure doing it publicly, you can say no. And this, if I can call it this, this brave, that's the wind up, thank you. This brave idea is what I'm looking for here is inspiration, participation for Brisbane.